The Arrma Quake, the best two-wheel drive monster truck that has ever been made. Now, you can argue with me all you want about that statement. I can't force you to be right. I mean, really, it's not a monster truck, because monster trucks aren't two-wheel drive and they don't really look anything like this. But this thing does 50 miles an hour. It's one of the toughest RC cars I've ever had on the channel. It's not all that expensive in the grand scheme of things. It looks really nice. It's a relatively basic design. It's easy to work on. It just ticks all the boxes. So it's going to take something pretty special to knock this off the top spot. And that's where this comes in, the new 1/10 scale Ford 100 brushless from FMS. If you've not seen the video of my Arrma Quake, you should go watch it just to see what I mean about it. And I re-watched it last night. I knew I was unboxing this today, so I re-watched the video of this. And I forgot how good it was and how much fun it is. It drives so well for being rear-wheel drive. And this new FMS is a very similar design. We'll get this out of the box and have a look in detail, but there's some of the specs there. Hobbywing electronics, two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive system. Something this does have over the Arrma is this one is fully licensed. It's a fully licensed Ford F100. And it comes in this colour, like the black with the flames. And I think I've got the more retro styled one, which is the one I asked for. Hopefully, anyway. Yes, it is. Beautiful. This whole video isn't going to be a complete side-by-side comparison. I am going to kind of replicate the video though. What I did with this, I'm going to do with this. We're going to go to the same dirt track. We're going to go to the same skate park. We're going to try and give it the same test as its direct competition, just so we can really sort of see what's what. But if we were doing a complete side-by-side comparison, it would definitely win on looks. That retro styling, that licensed Ford body. I mean, the Quake looks really nice, but there's nothing better than a licensed body, although we have got pins and posts, whereas with this, nice clean look, and yeah, that body is very solid. We'll see if this stays looking like that after this video. Anyway, I'm going to put the Quake back because I don't want to keep going back to it. Set of instructions, some number plates or license plates, a little clip there, I presume, that goes on there to do your lights. Does come with stickers. That is probably just going to fall off all the time, so I'm not going to fit that. It comes with a wheelie bar, which I will be fitting. Got the hardware there for the wheelie bar, and then it's got just two like preloaders for your springs. Pretty standard FMS remote, steering trim, steering dual rate, throttle trim under there. These aren't too bad. They're not the best transmitters out there. They're all plastic. You don't get any foam on the wheel, and they function, but yeah, they're just a basic transmitter. Right, the truck. Good start. Suspension feels nice. You want it nice and soft. That kind of helps with the handling. It's nice and soft when it's leaning in. It's gonna keep them tyres in contact with the ground. No foams in there. You got classic style wheels. You got like the chevron tread pattern on there. They should grip up all right. Nice retro styling on the body. Although I've noticed that sticker was coming off. These were peeling off at the back as well. Window stickers would have been nicer to have some clear or some tinted windows. I mean, it all looks nice, but I reckon after a few runs, all this is going to be peeling and maybe ripped and coming off. But it's a good looker. Big bumper across the front there. You got a big bumper at the rear there. I'm going to fit the wheelie bar onto that. I can imagine this on 3S. It will run 2S and 3S. And I can imagine this is going to be a bit of a wheelie monster, the same as what the Quake is. Rear-wheel drive, if it's got traction and it's got power, it's going to lift them front wheels, but it's going to be fun. I mean, pins and posts don't look the neatest, but at least you know your body's not going to fall off. The problem with clipless bodies on bashers is they can quite often fall off. So they're nice and neatly trimmed. They're not too long and big and bulky, but just a basic body there with some tethers for your pins. That's not a good start either. So not only are my stickers coming off, my ESC's already flopping about. XT60 connector, that is a Hobbywing ESC, 60 amp. You got a 3652 3300 kV brushless motor. That's actually a really nice setup. Motor in front of the rear axle, which is good. The traditional two-wheel drive trucks, the Traxxas Stampede being probably one of the more common ones, motor and gearbox hanging out the back. All the weight at the back, which although it's good fun and it wheelies and stuff, it does make it all really light up this end and it doesn't handle as good. The motor in front of the axle, the same configuration as the Arrma, much better, handles way better, so hopefully this will be the same. You got the servo up front there, top loading battery, which is nice to see rather than putting it underneath, non-adjustable camber and toe at the front and at the rear, big long travel shocks at the front, arms look nice and beefy up there, same at the rear, again big long travel shocks at the rear, metal drive shafts or CVDs at the rear, a nice basic design like a lot of the two-wheel drive stuff, suspension feels good, it will take 3S, it's got separate transmitter and receiver, which is good to see, not a two-in-one. There's nothing really more to say about it, it's just a nice basic design. I'm going to charge a 2S and a 3S, we're going to give it a quick speed run, see how fast it is, and yeah, we're going to do exactly the same as we've done on the Arrma video and give it a nice good test. Right, let's make sure it works before we take it out. Not bad. Not the quickest of servos. So this is 3S, it's the battery that was closest to me. Yeah, this thing is going to be a wheelie machine. Right, we're going to speed run it here, which is exactly the same place that I did a speed run with the Quake. Although that was in the summer and the grass was quite a bit shorter and it wasn't quite as cold, but well, that's not very fast. I think the Quake was 30 plus mile an hour. This doesn't look quite that. That might not be enough for this little track here. We might have to go straight to 3S to get some jumps in. Oh yeah, 22. That's not great. 26, there you go, so 26 mile an hour. That isn't going to be enough for this track. Quite often people say in my videos, why is there never anyone about when you're at these tracks and stuff? Well, it's 9:53 in the morning, so all the kids are at school, all the parents that take their kids to school all gone home for their coffee or all gone to work, and all the dossers, they don't get up till like midday. Oh, this is going to be hard to handle over here. Yeah, see, not enough speed to clear the jumps. Let's just try and clear this jump from a run up. Oh, there we go, just about. Yeah, this isn't easy. This is not easy to drive on this surface. Look, I'm turning full lock the other way and it's still not correcting it. This is gonna be a short one here, very short one. Oh, it just about gets there. With a long run up, we can just do it. Right, let's switch to 3. Let's do a speed run and then let's yeah, see what we can do here without any stability. The Quake has something called, oh, I can't remember what it's called, DSC, DS something other. Basically, it's a gyro that helps it go straight. Right then, 3S, full throttle. That's better. Power. I'm going to guess 36. 32. Ugh. .38. From what I remember, 45 the Quake was on the grass, which the Quake to 50 plus on the roads, which is what the box said. Right, that's better. There we go. We got a little bit of control now. Oh, let's get a big run up. Oh, nosedive. No control then when it was up in the air. There we go. Maybe it's because I was at like full beans. I had no throttle left to play with. That was a bit better. Oh, that body rub with the tyres is very frustrating. It just sounds awful. Sounds like there's something wrong all the time. Ah, this could be frustrating. Oh, it's so hard to get going straight. Oh. Yeah, air control, not great. It's because it hasn't got the wheel speed. I mean, rear wheel drive doesn't have air control anyway very well, but this isn't handling. I know at the start of the video I said I'm not going to keep comparing the Quake, but the Quake's kind of all we've got to go on, especially at the moment with newer stuff, because it's pretty much exactly the same configuration, that motor forward position, forward of the rear axle, same chassis design. This just doesn't have the same control. That was better. Leans in nice on this berm. It's got a nice, I like how it leans in and that suspension moves about, but yeah. Oh, straight on the wheelie bar. Yes. Come on, come on, you can do it. Oh my God. It's like driving on ice. Whoa. Right, a couple of big jumps and we're going to go to the skate park. When you can get it to hook up, so on like the black top or any sort of grass and that, it actually jumps quite nice. It's not got loads of control, but the problem is, I mean, if I put every single effort at trying to jump in this video, it'd be about 50 minutes long. But every time you try and go straight, I mean, that's just a little blip of the throttle. If you try and do that on this surface, it just, look, it just spins out. You can't get enough speed because of the traction issue. It does glide quite well. Oh! I paused then, I was like, backflip, no, yeah, backflip. Oh! I had just enough time to make a decision. So yeah, it jumps nice off of stuff like this. Oh, that was a terrible landing. Well, it's a pretty tough cookie. The body has taken a bit of a hit. The sticker's cracked a little bit, but yeah, it's tough. So hopefully on this surface, we've now got some traction. We can get some nice jumps in and see how tough it really is. It lifts that inside wheel. Hey. As we've seen, 2S is not really quick enough, so we're running 3. Just give it a little run on oh man, that is something it does do, is it does roll over a lot. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, 3S. There's no point doing 20 mile an hour over here. We want some big jumps. Oh yeah, all the paint's coming off at the back as well. Crazy. Yeah, we want some big jumps, we want some backflips. Does them easy over here. Nice. 25 mile an hour is just not going to cut it. Although it grips up over here, definitely still struggles to go in a straight line. Oh, that was lucky. Whoa, I think that's the highest I've ever jumped off that one. That proper sends it. New jump unlocked. Certainly backflips easy. I'm going to run this pack down. I brought 2 packs with me. I'm going to run this down, get myself dialed in, and then we'll do some mega jumps. Well, as long as it survives this pack. Oh, I think the pinion's come off. Or we've stripped it. More than likely, the pinion's come off. So I need to see if we can fix it here rather than having to go home. Scrap that. We haven't broke a pinion. We broke a drive shaft. No. I was getting some onboard shots and I did a backflip, flat landed it, and well, yeah, obviously snapped the drive shaft. No big jumps for you. This is going to be a pretty easy conclusion. I mean, just quickly before I do tell you my exact thoughts. Body, yeah, bit trashed there. Drive shaft snapped. I did manage to find that, so it's not going to get stuck in someone's skateboard wheel. Everything else looks all right. It's a tough thing. A flat landing on power has done that. One of my tethers came off as well. I did clean and re-stick all this, but it's, yeah, come off really easy again. The battery tray as well, I didn't mention this. I was using a bit of foam. Obviously a bigger battery, it will push down it, but these batteries are quite slim, so I was using a bit of foam. It popped open a couple of times. The battery disconnected a couple of times. You can see actually it's not pushed in there properly. So the battery disconnected a couple of times. That'll be due to that flapping about. But the reality is, I always sit down when I'm being serious. The reality is that if the Quake didn't exist, I'd be sat here telling you now, this is really good, it's, you know, it needs a few little tweaks, could do with like a gyro or something just to try and keep it under a bit of control, although it seems very light at the front. Any sort of traction on the back, as soon as it lifts that front, you got no steering anyway. Quite a lot of the times then I was on full lock. And it wouldn't turn because it was just too light on the front. Yeah, I'd be sat here saying, yeah, it's not bad actually. It's pretty quick on 3S, it's a bit slow on 2S. And when you get it dialed in, it jumps nice and smooth. I like the look of the body, but it's not up to extreme bashing. However, the Quake does exist. And the price difference between this and the FMS is not enough to make me say, yeah, that's a good option if you can't afford a Quake. But the fact that this exists and they both sit very close in their own little niche of the motor forward kind of two-wheel drive monster trucks, there's no reason that I'd buy that over that. Whatever Arrma have done to this to make it drive as good as it does, it's going to take something crazy to take this thing off the top spot. And obviously this is all my own opinion, but if anyone tells you that that is better than a Quake, they probably haven't owned or driven a Quake, or they're just lying.